knee-jerk beliefs. I wish the peoples of the world would stop believing our governments are purely reactive to every event, and we continue to assume that they do it with our best interest in mind. These things may have had some truth to them 50 years ago, but now our leaders have seen it all and done it all, and they now allow what's coming to keep the flock on its heels and looking to them for all the answers and all the solutions that they have preemptively created. Our leaders have every think tank, algorithmic data cloud at their disposal, and every agency delivering the daily threats right to their desks. And yet they come on TV and announce a national emergency for some surprise event that they're working diligently around the clock to remedy. Give me a break. If you're watching this, then you have the intelligence and sense to see through their BS. The problem is, we are the minority. The majority is out there still believing the rhetoric. We're the bad guy for speaking the truth, yet the ignorant and senseless label us as conspirators and radicals. And lately terrorists, which is laughable because they don't know the definition, even after seeing it with their own eyes worldwide. What the Patriots did recently was a protest that turned into a brief occupation of a single building that they were obviously allowed to stroll into. What the anarchist leftist wackos did throughout 2020 was rioting, stealing, assaulting, destroying, and felonious assaults of law enforcement, all while damaging, burning, and all-out destruction of many buildings, including state and federal property. All with no rebuke from their socialist masters, nearly no prosecutions, none of them placed on the no-fly list, and of course no media shaming. The hypocrisy of the Socialist Party, aka Democrat Party, has no limits, while the majority of the Republican Party sits on their hands and allows all of the Democratic narcissism to blossom and flourish. Why? Because they are all playing their part in the reset agenda. They have collectively decided it is the only way forward as we come to the natural end of a 250-year empirical cycle. So they are using its fall as an opportunity to bring about the New World Order and its Green New Socialist utopia. They simply have to continue to fool the majority through social popularity, crisis after crisis, misinformation, and convincing the unaware living on the government it is totally acceptable. This is what our republic has become, a republic that was founded by people willing to die for freedom and the abolishment of feudalistic oppression, by people that weren't afraid of being called traitor or terrorist. Well, if you're labeled that way now, you walk away peacefully, without a word, into the abyss of shame provided by our elected leaders. We're going down without enough of a fight to even be memorable or commendable. Remember 2020 as the beginnings of the slide toward the new globalist empire by 2025. Kiss farewell to the freedom empire lasting 250 years, as it is being replaced by socialism, feudalism, fascism, Marxism, all under the global corporate umbrella known as the Great Reset Agenda. Brought to you by our leaders, the World Monetary Fund, the World Economic Forum, the Council for Inclusive Capitalism, and the Vatican. Maybe we should stop calling them our leaders now and go ahead and get used to calling them our masters of all things earthly. I'm ashamed to say that all of this is now upon us and that the end is near. I surely do not want to accept it or condone it, but I'm sure as hell going to be aware of it and prepared for it by being independent and ever resistant of their monetary and supply chain population control measures. With gold, silver, lead, food, and water, and further strengthening my mind, body, and soul through prayer, scriptures, faith, wisdom, and willingness to help like-minded peoples. Please be ready. Thanks for watching.